Welcome to Amazing Trails Yoga Starter Series 21, Day 18. Today we are at Sawmill Lake Trail at High Point State Park in New Jersey. High Point is the spot where New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania all meet, the tri-state region, and it has many trails, and there are some lakes and so many campsites. We are at a vacant campsite right now, taking up some space. I'm sure nobody minds. It's really beautiful here, and I'm eager to get started. We will be working on Baddha Virabhadrasana, which is Bound Warrior. We already did Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Warrior 3, and then Peaceful Warrior. Today is Bound Warrior, Baddha Virabhadrasana. So we will get started in the breath of life. And we're learning to control our breathing. And I know many times when you were little, and even now, people said, when you're getting upset and angry, take a deep breath. And it really does help. So we're going to inhale, do it a little differently today without so much body movement. We're going to inhale through our noses, exhale through our mouths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your mouth. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your mouth. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your mouth. Exhale through your mouth. Now inhale through your mouth. Exhale through your nose. Inhale through your mouth. Exhale through your nose. Inhale through your mouth. Exhale through your nose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Take a deep breath on your own. It does have that calming effect. We'll take our soles of our feet and put them together into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose or cobbler's pose. If you like, you can take blocks to support your knees, whatever works for you. We're just going to make some hip circles just to loosen up, get into it a little bit. Loosen up our bodies, getting ready for the routine, maybe rolling our heads around with it, whatever feels good for you, getting the cobwebs out, maybe rocking on your hips even, and we could start the other side. I'm going to rock on my hips somewhat, really loosening up. Feels really nice. When you come to stillness, take your right ear down to your right shoulder with your right hand. You can put it on the side of your head and just maybe pull it down very gently. Help the gravity take effect. And place your right hand over on your right side, and your left ear comes to your left shoulder. Take your left hand. You can tug at your head very gently. And there we are. We're going to take our blocks, and we're coming into hero's pose like we did the other day. So take your block, and you could sit on your block. We're not coming into full heroes. And you're at the tops of your feet. Okay, nice comfortable position. We're taking our block. We're just bringing it out behind us and switching hands and around. Just opening up our chest, opening up our arms so we could get ready for Baddha Virabhadrasana. And we can go the other way. There we go, just opening up. Another time. Very nice. We could drop our block to the side and take your right arm and just make one complete circle behind you without compromising the rest of you, and going forward and the other way and coming forward. Very nice. We're taking our hands, we're clasping them behind us, and I'll turn around so you could see. We're clasping our hands behind us and straightening them and loosen. Straighten and loosen. I'll come to the side so you can see different angles. Straighten and loosen. If you can take opposite elbows to opposite hands and hold them this way. Whatever works for you. If you're holding your hands, that's fine. Maybe your hands can reach your elbows. And down. And we'll come into a tabletop, pretty much like we always do. And we're coming into cat-cow. We're going to switch it around a little bit. When we inhale like the cow, we're leaning forward. Exhale, we're coming back. Inhale, we're leaning forward. Our udders are down. Our shoulder blades are back. Exhale, coming back like a cat, but leaning, putting our seat closer to our heels. Coming forward, kind of like a rocking cow. Having a little fun with this, opening up our wrists. And coming to a flat back. We'll take our right foot out to the side. And we've done this before. We drew our right foot back. Well, I'll just kick my block out of the way. And we look over our left shoulder at our right heel. And you can keep it on the ground, or you can put it in the air and swing it gently back and forth. Looking over your shoulders at your moving foot. When it comes to the side, we'll drop our heel to the floor or the ground. We'll move our hands, 2 hand palms in front. Come over our toes, and we're sitting back on our heel. Take 3 nice breaths. Coming back up into tabletop, walking our hands 2 palm prints back so that our hands, our palms are directly under our elbows, under our shoulders. We could come to the top of our back foot, take our right foot behind us, and we're lifting it up and lifting up our left arm into a balance. Bend our right leg, take our left hand, bring it behind. Maybe you can come for the bind, you can hold on to it or just touch or come anywhere close. We're coming in for a balance. Coming back into the straight balance, and take your left hand to the mat, your right knee to the mat. We're back in table. Take your left foot out to the side and bring it over to the right. You could look at your heel, and you can continue drawing your foot back and forth on the mat or go airbound. But look over your shoulder wherever your foot is going. Very nice. Then when it comes to the left, you'll drop your foot, uncurl your toes, You'll walk your hands 2 palm prints in front and sit back on your heel. And breathe 3 nice deep breaths. Coming back up on your knee, walk your hands 2 palm prints back so that your palms are directly under your elbows, under your shoulders. We'll take our left leg and bring it behind us. Uncurl your toe, or you can keep this up, whichever is better for your balance. I prefer the top of my foot, and I'm raising my right arm into a balance, bending my left leg, bringing my right arm behind. You could maybe go for the grasp. You can hold it. Whoop. And extend, and back to tabletop. We will take our left arm up. We're threading the needle. This is all a little review. We come under our right arm, palm up. Come back up to the sky. Palm down and through. Up to the sky. Down and through, and this time we're dropping our left ear to the mat. Our left palm is facing up to the sky. We're going to take our right arm up, and we're bending it at the elbow. We'll slip it in the crease by your hip, kind of like a make-believe pocket. Put your hand in your back pocket, or some may even have it in your front pocket. Whoop. And breathe. Doing many, many good things for your body right now. Opening up your chest, your back, you're twisting, making yourselves very limber. And bring your right arm back up and place it on the mat under your right shoulder. You're sliding your left arm up and back into table as you inhale your right arm up and slip it down under your chest with your palm up and back. That was just a tease. Going through and back up. And final time, we're bringing your right arm through, dropping your right ear to the mat. Inhale your left arm up. Bend at the elbow, slip it in the hip crease, in the pocket, the make-believe pocket, and breathe. Straightening your right arm. We'll bend it now and put it on the mat under your left arm, your left shoulder. Bring your right arm out from under, bring it up and back into table. Very nice. From this, you will extend your left leg and your right. We are in plank, and we're drawing our seat up to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And we'll come forward again into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice breath. This is a breathing position. And we're learning something new today. We're doing 3-legged dog. So you're inhaling your right foot up to the sky. It does not have to be as high as mine. Whatever suits you is perfectly fine. And we're bringing our knee to our right elbow and back up to the sky. Your knee to your left elbow and back up to the sky. Your knee to your forehead, your chin, wherever it may reach, your nose, Doesn't even have to connect whatsoever. Back up to the sky and downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you could pedal out your feet. And inhale your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Now bring your left leg forward to connect with your left elbow. If possible, anywhere near is fine. Inhale back up into three-legged dog. Across so that your knee comes near your right elbow. Up, three-legged dog. And then your knee coming toward your chin, your nose, your forehead. Three-legged dog and down. Very nice. From downward facing dog, we'll walk our hands forward to our feet. We're coming into a forward fold. And we're slowly coming up into the forward, into Tadasana. Very good mountain pose. We have a lot of fun things. I'm so excited today. You will be taking your belt. We opened up our arms quite a bit, and we did this day 15. We will take the belt and hold it taut in your hands, and we're inhaling our arms up and all the way around. So you can adjust the belt any way that suits you. Coming back up and down. Do it again. I'll do it from this angle. We're bringing our arms up and around, whatever suits you. You don't want to go too close together. It will hurt. You don't want to injure yourself. Too far apart will not be of service to you. I'll turn around, bringing our arms up and back. Very nice. We can drop our belt. We're just practicing to get ready for Baddha Virabhadrasana. Humble warrior, so happy to be doing this. So take your hands, clasp them behind you, and we are in Tadasana. We are coming in, which is mountain pose. We're coming into a forward fold, so we're just hinging at the hips, bringing our arms straight and up behind us. Dropping the crown of our head to the mat. We could bring our arms up, over. It doesn't matter how far they go. Some of you may look like this, some of you further, some here. Doesn't matter, some here. You can even not keep your arms straight. We're going for this. It's a bit of a challenge. And hinging at the hips, we're coming up. You are taking your right foot over your left. We're coming down. You'll see a nice deep stretch on your hamstrings. So same thing, we're bending, we're hinging at the hips, bringing our arms up and over our heads. And crown of our head to the mat, our arms up, hands clasped together. And coming up. I felt a little ping in my hamstring. That felt really nice. Going back to Tadasana, taking your left foot over your right. My hands are still in the same position. I'll go sideways, different angle. And straightening your arms, if you will. You're hinging at the hips, bending forward as you lift your arms up, and the crown of your head comes toward the mat. Deep, deep stretch on your hamstring. Also, balance is in effect. And we're slowly coming up into Tadasana. And I think we're ready for Baddha Virabhadrasana, Humble Warrior. So we will start with Surya Namaskar B. We inhale our arms up, and coming into chair, we're dropping our seat down toward our heels. Our knees could be touching, our big toes touching. And we exhale into a forward fold. You could take your blocks if you choose to use them. And you inhale your right foot back and your left foot back to meet a downward dog. I prefer not using the blocks. You can, whatever helps you. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale over your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've been working on this for many, many days. Looking up at the space between your hands, we're going to inhale our right foot between our hands and drop your left heel on the exhale. Inhale, we're coming up into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Our palms are facing each other, our hips are coming toward the top of the mat. Now we're going to snow angel our arms around and down, clasp them behind us. Our fingers can interlace. We're straightening our arms. This is good enough. Otherwise, we can lean forward, and as we lean forward, we take our right shoulder to the inside of our right knee. And again, this is perfectly fine. You don't have to keep going, but if you can lift up your arms behind you, drop your crown of your head toward the mat. This is Humble Warrior. You don't get much more humble than this. Humble Warrior. We'll take some nice breaths in this. And C.S. Lewis, who is the author of one of my favorite series of books, the Chronicles of Narnia. I just love that book. He has an extremely good quote about being humble. So we're going to inhale back up into Warrior One. And coming down on the exhale, we'll come over the top of our foot and draw your left foot up to meet your right, forward fold. Inhaling your arms up and dropping your seat and coming up into Tadasana. We'll set the intention, and C.S. Lewis said, humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. Just let that absorb in your body, in your minds, in your hearts. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. And I'm setting my intention to all you humble warriors out there. Humility is a good thing. Maybe we shouldn't think so highly of ourselves over others. Everybody's in this together. We all try. We're all here to love and support each other. And set your own intention. And Tadasana. Coming back to the top of your mat, we'll inhale our arms up as we drop our seat and exhale into a forward fold. Inhale your left foot back. Exhale your right foot back to meet a downward dog. Inhale into high plank. Exhale chaturanga. Or again, you can always go knees, chest, chin. Inhale over the top of your feet into upward facing dog. Curl under your toes as you exhale into downward facing dog. Look between your hands. Inhale your left foot up between your hands. You can always help it. And exhale your right heel down. We're coming at the top of our fingertips. Coming up into a Warrior One. And again, we'll go into the peaceful warrior. Not peaceful, I'm so sorry. Into the humble warrior. He is very peaceful. I'll give him that. So take your arms, snow angel them around so that you can have your palms together. Interlace your fingers and straighten your arms. That is If this is all we want to do for today, that's perfectly fine. If you want to come into the full pose, you can lean forward. As you lean forward, your arms are coming up. Your left shoulder on the inside of your left knee. As you bring your arms up over your head, we're dropping our heads. Many, many benefits to this pose. It certainly strengthens our core muscles. It like ignites them. It gives us a sense of body awareness and grounding. We're coming back up into the warrior one. Take your hands and you're going to drop them on either side of your left foot as your right heel comes up, and bring your right foot up to meet your left forward fold. Inhaling your arms up as you drop your seats, and Tadasana. Very, very nice. And this is called the body awareness. It just helps you to understand where your body is at the time, kind of like when you're a baby. I'll explain it more as we're going. I don't want to waste the time. So we're inhaling our arms up, our seat coming down, and down into the forward fold. Take your right leg back and your left leg back to meet it. Downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Inhale over the tops of your feet. Exhale back into the downward facing dog. Looking between your hands, inhale your right foot up between your hands. Exhale your left heel down. Inhale your arms up into warrior one. Bring them around, clasp it behind you. We're coming into the humble warrior. Proprioceptional awareness, which is being aware of your body movement in space. So and I'll explain it more. You're straightening your arms, leaning forward so that your right shoulder is on the right side of your knee, dropping your head, the crown of your head to the mat, and your arms come up. And this is an inversion, and it makes you very aware of where your body is in space, how you are moving, which is what babies learn their first year of life, and toddlers. And we're still learning this. When we come into these inversions, we're coming back up into the warrior one. As we come into these inversions, we kind of get discombobulated sometimes. And this gives us a sense of where we are and what we can do with our bodies. We are bringing our hands to either side of our right foot as our heel comes up, and draw your left foot up to meet your right forward fold. Inhale your arms up as you drop your seat, and Tadasana. One more time on the left side. Inhale your arms up, dropping your seat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale your left foot back. And exhale your right foot back to meet it, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank, high plank. Exhale into chaturanga, or do the knees, chest, chin. Inhale over your shoulders, upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Look between your hands. Inhale your left foot up. Exhale your right heel down. We're coming to our fingertips. We're coming up into the warrior one. And bring your arms around behind you. Connect the palms of your hands. Interlace your fingers. We're straightening our arms. This is humble enough. Very, very humble. We can stay like this, Or you could take your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee, and we're dropping our crown of our head to the mat as we straighten our arms and bring them up over our heads. See this grounded effect on our body. It really helps us when we're in an inversion to know where we are. I know I myself, when I first started doing inversions, and even sometimes now I get discombobulated. I'm upside down. Where am I? This really aids in this. And inhaling back up into Warrior One. Exhaling over our right foot so that our heel is coming up. Take the hands of both your hands on either side of your left foot as you draw your right foot up to meet your left, forward fold. Inhale up into the chair position and bring your seat down. We're coming to the seated position. So the word is, it's a long word, it's proprioceptional awareness, being aware of where your body is in space. And it certainly does make sense. We're going to do a little bit of ab work, because this certainly fired up our abdomen muscles, but we're going to do a little more. You could stay right like this in the seated position with your knees bent and facing up to the sky. Clasp your hands together, and we can go from side to side, back and forth, or if you wanted a little bit more, you can lean back. And we're going side to side. I'm going to count to 18 on each side because it's day 18. So I'm going back and forth. I'll give you some more benefits of the HumbleWarrior, just so we're not thinking of this ab work. Oh my goodness. This stretches our hips, chest, and shoulders. Strengthens our core just like this is strengthening our core. Certainly fires up our abdominal muscles, and mostly the proprioceptional awareness. My new word of the day. I really like that. I really understand it now. Babies go through it, toddlers, and people at our age. Where are we in space? What's our body doing? I'm upside down. Where's the rest of me? We've all had that feeling. Or you go underwater, you jump in a lake, which way is up? Oh my goodness. Proprioceptional awareness. And that's about 18. We'll come back down onto our backs, and we're just flipping over to our abdomens. A little tougher today. We're on day 18. We're almost done. You're taking your right arm behind you and your left arm, palms together, clasp your hands, interlace your fingers, and inhale up. It's really good to stretch our abdomen after doing all that ab work. And come down, place your left ear to the mat. Take a nice little breath. And inhale back up, palms together. You can interlace your fingers, straighten your arms. Nice deep breath. And place your right ear to the mat. We'll do that one more time. We're picking up our head. Our shoulder blades are coming back. Take your arms, palms together. Interlace your fingers. Straighten your arms. And down. We'll take our palms to the mat. Curl over your toes. We could come up into a downward dog by coming right up into a plank. Or we could bend at our knees and put our seat back to our heels and come up into a downward dog this way, whatever's good for you. Every day is different. Everybody is different every day. Some days we can do this very easily, and some days, oh, not so good. But we're in downward dog. And we'll practice again the three-legged dog. Inhale your right leg up. And your right knee comes to your right elbow or anywhere near. Inhale your right leg up. Knee to your left elbow. Right leg up. Knee to your nose, your forehead, your chin. Look between your hands and place your foot between your hands. You can help it along the way. You are dropping your left heel to the mat, fingertips on either side of your right foot. We're coming up into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Taking our arms around us, clasp them behind. Very nice. Could come into the Humble Warrior this way, or let's try something different. Take opposite hands to opposite elbows like this, like we did earlier. You could try this or clasp them behind you if you really like that pose, but we could try something different. We're inhaling. On the exhale, we're leaning forward. This might be a little easier. Take your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Crown of your head toward the mat. Another way of doing Humble Warrior. Did I say Peaceful Warrior? It's so peaceful doing Humble Warrior. No battles, we're submitting. Humility. And coming back up, we will unloosen our arms and bring them right up into Virabhadrasana 1. Fingertips on either side of your right foot as your left heel comes up, and we'll bring our right leg back into downward facing dog. Could pedal out our legs a bit, bend our knees. And inhale your left leg up into three-legged dog. Your left knee connects with your left elbow if possible. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Your left knee to your right elbow or anywhere near. Three-legged dog. Your right knee to your forehead, to your nose, to your chin, anywhere near that. Look between your hands and take your left leg between your hands as you drop your right heel. You're coming to your fingertips, your palms are facing each other, coming up into Warrior One. Bringing our arms behind us. We're going to try to bend at the elbows and connect your hands with your elbows. Opposite hand to opposite elbow. I'll just turn really quick. I know you know what it looks like. Okay, we'll try that. That's another way of showing the Humble Warrior. Different variation. Looking straight ahead like Warrior One. And we're bowing down. Our left shoulder comes to the inside of our left knee, dropping our crown of our head toward the mat. Humble Warrior. Just remembering nobody is superior to others. No matter how great and successful we think we are, we're all in this together. We're humble. We know how hard it is for some people not so much. Remain humble. Inhaling back up. We're unhooking our arms however way you had it. Bring them straight up so that our palms are facing. Bring your hands down on either side of your left foot as your right heel comes up. And you're bringing your left foot back to meet your right downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're bending our legs at the knees and we're separating them a bit, sitting back onto our heels into Balasana Child Pose. Placing our third eye to the mat, taking a nice breath. And slowly drawing the palms of our hands up toward our knees. We'll fishtail our feet around so that they're coming to the top of the mat. Pointing our toes, we'll inhale our arms forward. And we're slowly coming down onto our spines, onto our backs. You can use your forearms if you like. Otherwise, you're slowly coming down, down, down. A little bit more ab work, as if we didn't work them enough. Inhaling our knees up into our chest, giving ourselves a nice bear hug. We thought we heard a bear a few minutes ago. Oh my goodness. And taking our right arm out to a T, take your left hand and place it on the outside of your right knee, and we're bringing them over, both knees to the left as we look over our right into a spinal twist. Our spines are getting more and more flexible, limber. It's so good for you, so healthy. And you're breathing into this. You'll be much more agile after this Starter Series 21. Looking up at the sky, we'll inhale our knees up toward the sky as we take our right hand to the outside of our left knee and draw them over to the right, looking over our left shoulder. Our left arm should be out like a T, and we're breathing. On the inhale, we could bring our knees up toward the sky. And take your knees, and you may separate them a bit as you take your hands. You could interlace your fingers again. Put them between your knees. Your knees extend further apart. You could grab the pinky side of your feet or your ankles, your shins, whatever is good for you, but we're coming into a happy baby. Separating our knees, you could rock back and forth like a little happy baby. Our feet should be able to make some stomp marks up onto the sky. Being aware of our body, our movements. Proprioceptional awareness, so interesting. Babies do this and they realize where they are in space. What's going on, how our bodies are moving. Take the soles of your feet together into Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose or butterfly like we did. You might want to pull them closer to you. Now take your elbows out from in between, and you could bring your knees together and straighten one leg at a time to the outsides of your mat. Your feet could splay open as you take your hands, your palms up toward the sky. We're coming into Shavasana. Taking a nice deep breaths in and out, nourishing our bodies. We're learning how to control our breath. Relaxing, resting. We don't breathe heavy. And begin to take a deeper inhale. Exhale. As we wiggle our fingers and our toes, making wrist and ankle circles. Draw both knees up to your chest. Give yourselves a nice hug. Roll to either side of the mat. Make your way up into Sawmill, easy pose, cross-legged position. And thank you so much for joining Amazing Trails Yoga Starter Series 21, Day 18 at High Point State Park. It's really fun here. I hope you liked Bound Warrior, Baddha Virabhadrasana. A lot to be said about being humble. Have a lovely, lovely day, and namaste.